Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Corina. Welcome back to another Universal Studios Hollywood video. So today I am going to do one last update for all of Halloween Horror Nights. The last few times that I've gone, they've been a little bit behind on putting out new merch and decorations and everything, but now we are less than 2.5 weeks out, so definitely want to check out all of the updates and see if they have any new merch, because I've heard that they do, and see what the park looks like for now, because this will probably be my last time going before going for Halloween Horror Nights. So let's get into it. So this is where they're at with the Haunting of Hill House and Pandora's Box houses. So down here you can see they have some of the signs that they're going to have out in front of the parks. It's going to be very secluded from the rest of the houses and scare zones, so I'm not sure what they're going to do with all of this space that they have in the middle here between the houses, but it looks like they have everything pretty closed off. I mean, we are less than 2.5 weeks out, so the houses are probably pretty close to being complete. They have all the barricades right there to set up the queue, which I wonder what direction they're going to start it from, because clearly the exit is over there. And then this is Pandora's box over here, so you can't really see much from this angle. You can't really see much from any other angle other than this one, so I'm excited. You can tell over here that they have a very built facade, so I can't wait to see what that looks like. But other than that, it doesn't really have much going on outside of the houses being complete, so I'm sure for the next week and a half prior to opening night, they are going to fill all of this area with a bunch of scare zones and probably music and maybe some pop-up bars or pop-up food bars and some scare actors. So they now have the signs up saying that Universal Halloween Horror Nights is in the process of being decorated around the park, so just to be aware of all of the new stuff. Okay, I know it's really loud, but it's Pass Holder Appreciation Month, so if you're one of the first, 1,000 pass holders to enter for this entire week each morning, you get a complimentary limited edition bobblehead, which online I've seen that it is Secret Life of Pets themed for Max. So that's just a cute little thing they're doing this month, and I'm excited to get the bobblehead because I love Secret Life of Pets. Okay, so just upon walking in, I see all of this new window decor. So it has some new merch, which I believe they just came out with this week, and it says it's Halloween Horror Nights, obviously. So they have some shirts right here, and then in this window it is the Bride of Frankenstein, and it just has some smaller merch like socks and mugs and cups. On this window, it is themed to The Exorcist, so they have like a crazy Exorcist shirt, and another one behind it. I know it's super hard to see with the glare right now. They have the music really loud today, but this is the other window of the store, so it just says Halloween Horror Nights, and it has a banner for each scare zone and house that they have this year. So The Exorcist, Haunting of Hill House, Halloween 4, Bride of Frankenstein, Pandora's Box, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Walking Dead attraction, of course, and bringing back the Terror Tram. And this is all inside the Universal Studios store, so let's check out all of the new merch. So here is the back of those window inserts that I was just showing you guys. Here is the other side, so the Haunting of Hill House in Halloween 4. So just upon walking in the store, you see this huge setup showing all of the Halloween Horror Nights theming. So it has these buttons themed to some of the icons for some of the houses this year. The Leatherface shirt from Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This super creepy Exorcist lunch pail next to a nice little Michael Myers mask and a Haunting of Hill House shirt. There is just some more decorative stuff. I believe these are magnets down here with all of the icons on it. We have some socks, a poster. They have like these little movie like flat top hats. Then they have all of these masks, which is super interesting because I've never seen masks sold like this. But this is a Walking Dead mask from the Purge, Statue of Liberty, a Wolfman mask. Down here is the Chucky mask. This is a Frankenstein one and a Dracula one. So these are pretty creepy. Let's see. And they're about $80 each. And the Purge one actually lights up. Here on the back it has more of the lunch pails, and then it actually has all of these themed socks. So they have the Exorcist and all of the icons on these socks. And then here are like super intense thermos mugs. They have like a huge mouth on them. They're pretty thick, and they have like Bride of Frankenstein and Dracula on them. Really, really good quality. And another Exorcist shirt right here. This isn't related to Halloween Horror Nights, but I thought this was a cool setup. So they put out a bunch of the Mummy movie type of antiques and collectibles right next to all of the Halloween Horror Nights merch. So I thought all of this stuff was super cool. And it has like some pictures from the movie as well. And this is the corner of all the new merch. So as you guys know, or if you don't, Walking Dead attraction is coming back. A lot of people thought Secret Life of Pets replaced it, but it actually is right next to Secret Life of Pets. So they are bringing back the walking attraction, and they brought back more of the Walking Dead merch. So it has like a blacklight tank top, this little tote bag. These are some heavy duty metal lined or like silver lined cups. Here is some more cups and like tumblers, all themed to the Walking Dead. More shirts right here. Then they have all of these like little magnets and buttons. They even have some of the pop characters. And then here is another Walking Dead shirt. And on this side of the booth they have like the Walking Dead coffee mugs, some more figurines, more shirts, tumblers, and they actually have some really cool beanies as well themed to the Walking Dead. They also brought back a lot of Universal Monsters stuff. So these are a bunch of figurines. So they have the Bride of Frankenstein, the Swamp Man, Dracula, Creature from the Black Lagoon, and Dracula again. So this entire one is all of the Universal's Monsters merch. This is a poster. These are some shirts. And then they also brought back these cute little beanies. They're very like retro and vintage. This like blacklight long sleeve shirt. Some new magnets related to Dracula and Bride of Frankenstein, and some more Universal Monster stuff. This is actually a dress, which I've never even seen Universal apparel as a dress. On this little booth, they have like this really creepy, it's blacklight reflective Exorcist shirt. That looks so creepy. They have a Haunting of Hill House shirt. Also blacklight reflective apparel. They have Leatherface from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And they actually have these new like metal tin lunch pails. So they have Frankenstein, the Bride of Frankenstein, Creature from the Black Lagoon, and the Mummy, which is very interesting because he's not on a lot of the new Halloween Horror Nights merch. For this little Bride of Frankenstein booth, they have like these cute little like side purses, little handbag wallet purses. These are actually really, really cute. I've never seen these before. So that's something new, and it is $40. And then they have this Bride of Frankenstein shirt. I think it's actually really cute because it almost looks like a movie poster, but like a vintage retro movie poster, so I really like it. Some more of those lunch boxes, lunch pails, and then a Frankenstein version of pretty much that same shirt, so it looks like a vintage, like movie poster-esque type of shirt. I think it's really cool. I like all of the colors. And then they have this hoodie. It says Creatures of Passion, a new 3D wonder. So I wonder if this is going to be something new. On the sleeve, it says Creatures of Passion on it as well. That makes more sense now. So on the back, it's actually all themed to Creature from the Black Lagoon. Also similar to the other shirts of it looking like a vintage movie poster. And then on this final wall, so they have like this very black and white vintage Bride of Frankenstein and Frankenstein horror show shirt. I think this is really cool since this pays tribute to both of them. Then they have like some candy. So this is like a sour cherry candy, some rock candy, and chocolate. Here's some pretty cool keychains and pins and buttons. More of those mugs. And then they have these decorative license plates with the main characters, so Chucky, Frankenstein, and Bride of Frankenstein, along next to some lanyards. And they actually have this lanyard pouch that goes with it, which I feel like is super rare because you normally don't see the themed pouch as well. Normally these lanyards come with a clear pouch. And then it looks like these are some Bride of Frankenstein posters, more magnets, more of those mugs, all of these decorations. And this is a little excerpt about each artist for the artist signature series. So basically it tells you a little bit about each person, how they got their start and how they came to be, and all of the types of things that they've done when it comes to Halloween Horror Nights and Universal Studios merch. So as you can see on a lot of the shirts, it says the artist signature series, and that's what that information is like relating to. Here are the rest of those socks too. So I missed these initially, but they have the Chucky socks down here, and then they have all of the Purge icon faces and like masks on the socks as well, along with some magnets. And on this side, they of course have the Chucky version of the lunch boxes, which Chucky is one of my all-time like favorite horror movie chains, franchises, even though it is very, very like bad quality, but still love it. It's a classic. So they have him and the Bride of Chucky, and then just Chucky himself. And then they have this shirt as well, which says he wants you for a best friend, Chucky, batteries included, which I think is like a really cool, different type of shirt, but still Halloween Horror Nights themed. So I did overhear one of the workers saying that this is just the start of the Halloween Horror Nights merch. So basically, they just put it out this week. They got word that they were allowed to, and she literally just said that this is the start of it. So we have a lot more merch to come as the season gets closer, and I'm super excited. It's like a week and a half away. So let's go see all of the other like construction and facade updates. Here is updates on the back of the maze over here at the Waterworld site. So this is going to be the exit from the maze for Halloween 4. So I think they're closing off Waterworld for that reason. I'm not really sure though. They're only doing 2 shows a day now. And this is the Halloween 4 maze facade. So as you walk up, they now have the opening archway for the Scaremonies up and decorated. They have the Happy Halloween billboard over New York before you get over into New York. And this Dante's bar, which is a very controversial. So I've heard from multiple people that it is only supposed to be a facade, but it does say allow with proper ID. So if it says you have to have an ID to go in, I would compare this to Flanagan's over in Orlando, which Flanagan's is a very well-known bar that you can get a lot of Halloween Horror Nights drinks, and it is by the houses. It's actually a holding area for the Stay and Scream over in Orlando. So I'm not sure if that's what they're going to use this Dante's Bar VIP Lounge for, but it could just be a facade, because I don't think there's anything inside of this to even try to make it a bar. So we'll see, but they have just this like demon over a security guard that he turned into a demon, and then it just has these like outlines of other devilish people inside as well. Happy hour deals, cocktails. Who knows? Who knows if there's anything over there or if it is just a facade. Then they have the archway, so it has all of these demons to welcome you in to Halloween Horror Nights over here. It has all of these skeletons, these demons. And then on this side, they have a little bit different of a combination of demons and skeletons alike as well. But all of this is over the opening archway for Halloween Horror Nights. And then over here is where the Walking Dead attraction is. So it has the Harrison Memorial Hospital administration. And you can see right over here that it says ambulance entrance, which if you have ever been on this attraction before it closed down a few years ago, you would see that that is the same entrance walkway to it. So it is right next to Secret Life of Pets. Like I said, it did not take over the Secret Life of Pets building. It's actually right next to it. And this will be the entrance to it. And it just has a grass covering right now. So coming up to the Bride of Frankenstein facade, they actually have a security guard out here now. So I don't know what that's about, but as you can see, it's definitely making a lot of progress. This looks so good. The artwork on it is amazing. And this pays tribute to all of the people that helped create Halloween Horror Nights, so all of those names at the bottom. This is the artwork for the other side, and it is just a huge book for the entrance. So I think this is the facade they probably put the most work into, and it definitely shows. Very excited for this maze. I think John Murdy and his team put the most work into this one. Okay, now entering the Tour de France area. So this is going to be where the Bride of Frankenstein house exits, and they've finally put up some like Scarezone facades. So these are all like correlating to movie posters. So this is for the She-Wolf of London, and it says La Cinema de Horror, and it has some tombstones. This, I'm not sure, I think a scare actor will probably be popping out of this. That's what it's kind of set up to look like. It is just a blank screen right now with the yarn and the trees around it. On this side, there's more of those movie posters. So this is Dracula's daughter. And then the same setup of just a screen. So again, I think it's going to be scare actors over here. And then this is in regards to mummy movies, and it has like a skeleton on a hieroglyphic stone. I can't even say that word. Hieroglyphics. There we go. So this is what the entire walkway looks like. This is another one for Dracula's daughter. So I think the posters start to repeat themselves as you get down the line. This is for the mummy as well. It looks like over here too, they're using this as some sort of storage, and it says Halloween 4 inside there, and then there is a photo op for all of the banners of the houses in there, if you can see that as well. So I don't know if it's going to stay over here in this area and they're just going to open it up, or if they're going to bring that out for a bigger photo op opportunity. And this is the She-Wolf of London. So this one is the last one when it comes to the exit of the house. So this is the exit for the Bride of Frankenstein house. And this entire Scarezone area is themed to Scream Queens. So basically it is highlighting all of the female horror icons, which they've never done before. So that I think is a very exciting change this year. So this is now a backdrop that they have in front of the French Bistro, which the French Bistro is right before you enter the Scream Queens Scarezone. So they've added this as a photo op, I'm assuming, and it says Freak Show, and it has this like black light skeleton on it. And it says, wines like no other, tasting is believing. They also did update that the Harry Potter world is actually going to be open during Halloween Horror Nights, which it never has before, so that's an exciting new update because it gives you one more new ride to be able to do during Halloween Horror Nights if you want to take a break from the scare zones and the houses. And coming into Springfield, they've now closed off this section, so they have the huge Jabawockeez mask because this is where the Jabawockeez Show is going to take over. So they've now taken out all of the seating area and the tables to get ready and prepare for the Jabawockeez Show. So outside of the studio store, they have this little poster for Halloween Horror Nights with Frankenstein, Chucky, and the Bride of Frankenstein, which this is normally a chainsaw scare zone area. There's not much decor, so I'm not sure if they're going to do that again this year, but they do have right here the food pop-up for theming towards the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So this is going to be like a barbecue place, and it's called Leatherface's Barbecue. So I think it's great theming to go with each house. I love that they're doing like a different food pop-up that is themed toward each house. It actually smells like barbecue already, so I know they're back there cooking up something good. Okay, so this middle courtyard area used to be a bunch of Fast and Furious cars, but they've actually blocked it completely off all the way around. And this looks like this is just going to be a Dios de los Muertos, a Day of the Dead themed food area, or maybe like a food festival type of thing. So if you guys can see here, which I'll get from different angles, you'll see all of the skeleton facades and setups, and there's these little booths with these colorful tables. And as you can see right in front of me here, there is a bar right there in the middle. And then it just has more tables and little pop-ups. So this is super cute. I think it's really awesome that they are sectioning off a like food festival type of area for Day of the Dead related Halloween food. So I hope they have some really awesome food here, and hopefully they release the menu soon so we can see what type of drinks and food they'll have here. Hopefully they have micheladas because I love me a michelada. There you go. Oh, I know. Are you excited for it? So here is a different side to it. So you can see some of the decor. You can see the skeleton family over there as well. Some over here too. And then it looks like we have our queens over there. And then this is just the back side of the bar to show the whole area.
So you will notice some light construction just around our second picture car stop on your right. The Great Mix Mini Cooper belonged to Mr. B. That's just around the corner. The Bates Motel and the home to Norman Bates and Brother. Now folks, if you enjoyed some recent television shows like the show Bates Motel, starred Vera Farmiga and Freddie Highmore. Beautiful weather we're having in it. There's no sun. Get to wear your corduroy jacket, and that's a night. No time for small talk. From iconic to one of the world's largest Welcome now to the airplane crash site from Steven Spielberg's War of the Worlds. It cost us production an additional $200,000 just to ship this plane to our backlot.
The airplane crash site set is a perfect example of a set that is all designed around.
I do want to point out, you might see it, there's a two-story cabin behind this airplane. We just relocated this cabin a few weeks ago. If you're big fans of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, they filmed their second episode there for their final season, just aired a couple weeks ago. That cabin...
So we had a really good day today. They have so much Halloween Horror Nights stuff out. It's less than 2 weeks. It's like pretty much next weekend for the event to start. So I'm super, super excited. This is probably the last time that I'm gonna come here before I come for Halloween Horror Nights. So I'm glad that I was able to come today. Got my little pass holder bobblehead. So I will see you guys in the next Universal video, which will be Halloween Horror Nights.